Roleplay Retcon does not own any part of the movies we retcon, nor are we associated with the artists who make them. Please do check the individual episode descriptions for any content warnings. Hey everyone, hey!
Hi!
What's us? Well, usually we have this whole ritual where we start, we get some room tone, but Jensie watched the countdown go 5, 4, 3, 2,
Done.
1.
That was the ritual this time.
That was the ritual. As a matter of fact, you know what? We'll just say that's the top of the recording. If we could all just be quiet for 5 seconds to get that room tone, that'd be great. Okay, this is all staying in. All right, hey,
Nice.
welcome to Rehash for
Thank
the
you.
Fog. If this is your first series, you started with a weird one, an oddie but a goodie.
But thank you
it's
for
a little
listening.
different. Yeah, thank you for listening. It is a little different than what we normally do, so maybe go check out something else. But Rehash is like our post-mortem, in this case, kind of literally, talk-back episode where we talk about the movie a little bit and our version, and we talk about the game. Just a chill rap sesh. And on this one,
Are we going to do some freestyle rapping?
Well,
You
Jensie
can,
will.
Laurel.
I will not be doing that.
Oh,
I think Laurel should do all their responses as free rap, and we all just go.
Open the doorway.
So who are you, and what are you here to say?
No, I chickened out. I bailed on it.
That's okay.
In a major way.
I felt the urge in my soul, and then it died very quickly out of shame.
That's okay. It's okay.
Well,
Thank you, Jensie.
imagine if the Wright brothers had felt that way.
We'd be sailing everywhere. The world would be a better
we wouldn't
place.
have 9/11.
Okay. You're not wrong.
You're
not wrong.
And the Wright brothers are to blame for 9/11. You heard
I like
it
that we
first.
did we're like, yeah, I think airplanes made the world worse.
They might
sure.
have, though.
They might kind of have, though. Maybe a little bit.
Every bomb.
Maybe we weren't meant to fly through the air
Maybe not
miraculously.
every bomb.
Okay. But The Fog. So, just to reiterate, The Fog is like 2 movies, kind of. This is a weird one. We were remaking both of them, kind of. The 1980 movie is by John Carpenter. And John Carpenter has made some really great stuff. And he's also made some really terrible stuff, like Ghosts of Mars. And I think this is one of his lower things that he's made, one of the lower tier stuff. Not as bad as Ghost of Mars, but it was kind of cool because it's got a really cool synth soundtrack. John Carpenter did a lot of his own music, and that's in that movie, so it's pretty cool. It's kind of stylish, but the story is and the characters are like kind of But the 2005 version is unmitigated bad. There is nothing good about it. It's so bad. Despite, and it is pretty different.
In the year and a half between the stream, did you find out who made that movie, Ben?
Oh, right. I forgot. I did say that was just in my little preamble that I did. Let's find out. Let's find out. Because we need to talk about the movie a little bit, even though I think I am the only person here who has seen either one of them.
Correct.
Well, you said to me, Ben, before we went on, he's like, don't watch it. And I was like, okay.
That's right.
And then I had such a good time. Obviously, I have to say this. I had a wonderful time with you running 10 Candles and obviously Jensie and Laurel, and Alex was there in spirit. I had a really good time. I was like, this is great. God, I bet the film's brilliant. And then I looked at the Wikipedia entry and I was like, I'm so glad I did not look it up beforehand. I genuinely, I was aghast about how awful it was. I was so enamored with what we did. I was like, yeah, our version is the canon in my head now. So
Nice. I love that.
This is one of my favorite things we've ever done. I'll get to that in a second. I have to answer Alex's question. Alex, it's going to blow your mind. It's Rupert Wainwright, not Rufus Wainwright. Rupert. Wainwright.
Oh, Rupert.
Different people. Now, you probably don't recognize that name, but he also directed Blank Check.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which to me is wild. But yeah, the movie is not great. And so, but I did think the premise was really cool. Just this like, oh, there's a fog in this coastal town and it rolls in off the sea one night and there's something in the fog. What is it? What's the mystery of what's in the fog? So yeah, this is, I don't know. I listened back to it.
You said the thing, like, so, because I remember distinctly, you described like a little bit about like these ancient like mariners or pirates, and then it never really came up in our story. But then, and I was like, because I just completely forgot about it, and then it came in at the end, I think, and I was like, oh wow, what a cool thing, and that features so much in the like it feels like it's a big thing, and we completely ignored it because we were all sort of self-indulgent of our own characters, which I was like more for. I thought it was wild that the original story was more about like the pirate aspect, and these smugglers. I think,
I had that in my pocket for if that came up, if the investigation if you were like more closely investigating the fog. I had it like that in my pocket, but I kind of just shoehorned it in one little scene at the end with Jensie about the but in our version, it was like, because in the original movie, in the 1980 movie, it's like they were a leper colony.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they like went and established a town, and then like pirates. I don't know. Pirates killed. I don't remember exactly what it was.
But it was like it felt in the Wikipedia entry it was quite an obvious thing. Whereas I liked how it was very subtle in ours, and then at the end I was like, oh yeah, of course it was about pirates and smugglers. Like, oh yeah,
that's what happened. Pirates here.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love
that. I was talking with someone about Donnie Darko the other day, and one of the things that's interesting about it is that Donnie Darko has this like really complicated internal logic to how these supernatural systems in the movie work, and then they don't tell you about it, but they stick to it. So it's interesting. That's kind of an interesting thing. And so I did that for this. I had like a singular logic line that I never told you or anyone that I was working from.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Bless you, Jensie.
Bless you.
Sorry. It's staying in. We're not cutting anything.
Oh, God. Sorry.
And it was like, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to make this like, there's like something under the water. There's some ancient something under the water that's living, and they hate the surface. And so they've invented this like technology or something that's going to like sadistically punish us. And so that's what this is. And so I was like, well, how would that work? And it was like, oh, I would just let them destroy themselves. And so that became like what the fog does is it either it bargains with you to say like, oh, either you can die or you can murder someone. And if you like chose to murder someone, you just became part of the fog machine, basically.
The fog machine.
The fog machine.
But it feels like, and I appreciate obviously poor Laurel wasn't part of the Zone game that we all played.
Yes.
It had very similar vibes to that in the fact that like when eventually somebody died, they became part of the Zone, and then they would, at the end act all of things. So it's kind of weird because I was only thinking about it like literally yesterday when you asked me to do the talk back. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a similar vibe, even though obviously 10 Candles is very different to the Zone. The Zone is definitely about the annihilation sort of thing for it. So yeah, I just was interesting. The two games I've played with you guys there have been very similar, like some things there, and then we all become part of it in some way, or influenced by it. So
assimilation, is like a theme. Yeah. Alex.
Hi.
Alex, you weren't able to join us for the fog.
I was deathly ill.
You were extremely sick.
And
you
I'm
weren't
so glad
a little
you
bit
didn't
sick.
Die.
Your butt was dying.
You were the fog.
Yeah, it might have.
Oh no.
I want to know what you thought. I want to know your honest review, Alex, as just someone who consumed it, but also is friends with everyone here.
Oh yeah,
careful.
I thought you all did a fantastic job. I think you did it was a much better production without me there,
Alex,
with the addition of Laurel.
Well, that's not true.
Listen, I get what he's saying. I also don't really agree. But
when I was listening to it, everything that like I could have interjected would have been just jokes. And it would have thrown off
lots of
the whole vibe.
Well, okay.
There was this whole thing where you guys did your truths after you extinguished a candle.
Mm.
And you were like, the world is dark. And the only thing I could come up with was, but McDonald's is about to bring back the McRib.
I think, honestly, I think it would have worked if you just played a funny character. Like we had John in there, and John was like absolutely comic relief until, his hand.
Also, brave choice for you to bring John into the world, Ben.
I know.
Brave choice.
I don't understand, actually. I said I know.
Oh, he's just a crazy character.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that saw him that way.
Is that good? Did you like that?
It was funny.
Okay. Well, Alex just said it was funny, so I'm just going to ride that high the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Well, because John was my character's partner.
Yes.
That was it, right? And he was sort of played as a little little bit sort of like maybe a bit more simple in the sense of like he just wasn't very complex, wore his heart on his sleeve, and then I think he got murdered in the end. I think, right? I can't remember.
He died at some point. I don't remember how.
Yeah.
I might have just got distracted, but it sounded like y'all just forgot about him.
Oh, no.
because
he was definitely on that boat at some point,
Danny
right?
We were trying to live.
And then y'all laser focused on Danny, and he got axed.
Mm-hmm.
And John just kind of, he fell off the boat.
Yo, at one point, John walks behind someone, right? And he just doesn't walk around the other side, and we just forget he exists anymore.
John, he was the fog the whole time.
Oh,
That's
no.
right. Well, he is now.
But it was kind of because I remember, because I know you did a clip of it, but like he didn't have his glasses or something like that, and the idea was that you would be able to see his way out of things. So yeah, very sort of Velma from Scooby-Doo, like eventually, hubris or something, he'd just be left behind, and it's like, oh no, but he didn't deserve it. It's like, and he's just a nice guy, and everyone treats him poorly, and then of course the nice people die, and the horrible people last to the end, and then they get their just desserts. That's kind of the movie tropes of these things, aren't they?
That's how it works.
I like to think ours was everyone's terrible. Okay, wait. I want to circle back to Alex. Yeah. So, first of all, everyone should go listen to us on The Zone. It's basically a Roleplay Retcon episode. Like we tricked Fiona into making for us on another show. Because all three of us are in it, and we play The Zone, which is based on Annihilation. And like, I don't know, Alex, you're really good in that. And like, some of it is you telling jokes. And like, I was thinking like, you can, while we were doing that, I was like, you can really count on comedians to come up with like some fucked up shit for a horror thing. But it's true that you cannot count on them to like keep the tension. Because we'll never do it. So like, I don't know. I should think we cut up a little bit during the fog too. I don't know that you would have done it any more than we did.
Probably. I remember because Laurel played the radio DJ.
Yeah.
Kind of Joel, and that I was going to play the radio DJ. I don't know if it was you just picked up from what I laid down, or you just decided that you were going to go with that.
I think so, right?
I was handed a small kit and said, name this person and decide what they look like.
Because
I said,
it was like
chef.
It was like 2 hours before we were going on. It was a live show. So I was like, you got to do some stuff for me real quick, Laurel, please, and thank you.
I don't remember a lot. Yeah, you did a great job. But I don't remember a lot of what my radio DJ was going to be. But what it was going to be like one of those shock jock types.
Sure.
And his name was going to be like The Spleen or something stupid like that.
Good.
And he was going to talk like this the whole time. Like even in like the off radio parts.
Dude, I wonder if I can find the
I think
stuff.
I had the vague spirit of that, but like
you had a vague spirit of it, but it was more like
my BS slapped on top of it.
It was almost like a 1950s like cant to it.
Yeah. Which I don't know where that voice came from, and it just got weirder as the night went on.
Sometimes the voices just bless us with weird voices.
It happens that way.
I was trying to see if I had Alex's like original answers for.
I think if I had them, they'd be on a completely separate computer than what I'm rocking now.
Yeah, but you sent them to me.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Damn, I don't know. I could have done this before we got on here.
It's okay.
Is it okay, Alex?
Are you searching now?
I'm deciding. It's okay.
It's okay.
Phew.
But yeah, I loved everything y'all did. I thought the pirate stuff was weird because it came out of left field. Like just right at the end, I was like, "Where'd this pirate stuff come from?" Because I didn't know anything about the original material about having pirates.
Well, I was playing on this would devastate Beatrice Bradshaw because her deal was that she cared a lot about that.
Yeah.
Or at least I was forcing that. Let's see. Okay, I'm still looking, but we could let's talk about I guess characters.
I was going to ask, how did you settle on 10 candles? Was that always going to be the system for this, or was it just like I want to use 10 candles to do something? The fog will do.
It just has a lot of candles.
It's got a lot of candles.
This is not a joke.
Like from the other side of the camera, just all candles.
Yeah,
just a whole stack.
Because you had a whole setup for this.
Yes,
we never saw your face.
No, I liked that at the time. I think I was like, well, I have an opportunity to do something visual. But then it ended up, hey, if you listen to this on the podcast, you didn't miss much. But well, maybe a little bit, but you weren't lost, at least, if you didn't watch the stream. If you want to watch the whole stream, you can go to the Patreon, by the way.
It did pair very well to the audio only.
Yeah, but I was I want something with a visual element. And basically, that boils down to you can play Dread or you can play 10 Candles. and I was like, Dread remotely is hard. That was it. That was the whole thing, that I wanted something with visual element. And I was like, oh, I could do the fog. And also at the time, this was actually originally a stream for like the One Shot Network. And it was like all Halloween stuff. And so I was like, so for one thing, it's a little hard to find. So we haven't done much horror on the show because there aren't a lot of like really bad horror movies. There are, but there aren't anything that horror fans don't like. Like they're down to clown with anything. And we've done the two bad ones. We've done The Fog and we've done Maximum Overdrive. That's it. Those are the only two. And I think that was it. It was just, I'd heard this game was cool and I wanted to try it. And it was actually kind of a mistake, I think. Not a mistake, but I was like, I decided, I'm going to do The Fog with 10 Candles before I read 10 Candles. And so here's the thing. Here's the thing, audience. You are really supposed to play 10 Candles with no prep. You are not supposed to prep anything.
Oh, okay.
And I did. And I prepped a lot, guys. I prepped a lot. So I feel a little bad. I think it would be really fun if somebody, so if you go and play 10 Candles, don't do what I did. Don't prep anything. Sit in a room with your friends in the light of 10 candles and collaboratively come up with this thing from scratch. And it's pretty cool to watch that coalesce. I listened to My First Dungeon do it, like getting ready for this, and they basically did that. They may have come up with their like monster beforehand, like just a little bit, but I don't know. It was really cool to see it coalesce out of thin air. So I really like 10 Candles. What do you guys think of 10 Candles?
I'm nodding. That's not great for an audio medium.
Well, I heard you nod.
We see you.
And a thumbs up. Thank you, Laurel.
I am queen of the thumbs up on a video call.
Nice.
This is my signature move. Listening audience, I am doing a thumbs up.
Thank you.
I think for me, like, again, I had heard of 10 Candles. I never played it because everyone had done the whole thing about you have to play in person. It's not the same if you. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I, unlike Ben, don't have many candles at home. So I had that barrier to entry of A, not really playing games in person, and B, not having candles. And I was like, I don't want to go, it was just so silly, right? Easily you can go get, like, as you did, like the tea light candles, tea, whatever. And I really enjoyed what we did because it was, again, really fun and it was very different. I knew it was going to be different because it's online as well. But I felt like it was really cool to see on the call these like candles slowly going out and seeing, a disembodied hand come and like Ben's like, oh, it's too big. As Ben was sort of talking to himself. Like, I miss not seeing Ben's reactions. But it was fun to be like, it felt really like, because we were all in the dark as well, or as dark as we could make our settings. And I'd say, like, I actually thought it was cool because I didn't know. I think because you said that sort of prerequisite of like, don't watch anything, just go. Here's the character concept, or whatever. And I was like, okay, and I just leaned into that. And so I maybe for you had a set idea of where you were going to go, but I think all of us we moved away from that quite easily. Mm-hmm. So it didn't feel to me like we were following a made. Like I said, I was so enamored by our story that when I went back afterwards, I was like, oh, that was so much better. So yeah, I guess it's different when you're on the GM side and you're prepping it. But I genuinely was so enamored by what we created because it felt like we created it together. So it seemed very seamless to me. We did create it together.
Yeah.
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 Even Alex in spirit.
In spirit.
Yeah. Like, what about you, Jensie? Because like you were in obviously a completely different time zone when we recorded this. I think it was like early in the morning for you, wasn't it, when you did this one?
Yeah, it was. So I actually had kind of a hard time making it dark enough. I remember. I think Ben busted me a lot for that. Like, Jensie, it's not dark enough.
That doesn't sound like me.
I don't know what to do. The sun is coming in through the curtains. I don't know. But I think we made it work pretty well. But yeah, I remember thinking that the concept was really cool and I enjoyed playing it too. I had never played it or even heard of it before, but so I guess I don't know how it's supposed to be played. But also like I didn't know what was going on as I usually don't. So, it was a lot of fun. I agree. I think I agree with Fiona. I think we just kind of came up with it. Even if Ben did prepare for it, we really didn't. And so I think it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember one thing that stood out to me, which was I think again this is like a star to Ben for a year and a half ago stream, but like the truths at the end of when we're saying things, and you'd said to us beforehand, just keep it really simple. And I started off by doing my improv thing of going like, it's a very long one, and you went, it needs to be simple. I went, oh right, and then I had to be really succinct, and that was actually really fun because then we could build easily on these building blocks of whatever it was. Like the door is actually unlocked, rather than doing a big long sentence. And yeah, I always think of that moment because like again, good GMing of like, hey, the rule says you need to be shorter rather than just letting it go. And then therefore it just made it easy for then everyone else to build on. I love the truths bit at the end, and then we are alive to be like, and scene, very much ritual done.
Very theater.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I think less is more, right? That's the thing I got from it. Is like you can build a very scary scene by just doing however many truths per end a scene, and then it gets smaller and smaller. I just thought it was a really cool structure mechanic.
Yeah, I loved it. Alex,
hi.
What was your favorite part?
Oh man!
Don't say the end. When it stopped.
I think my favorite part was in the lighthouse. I think everything that happened in the lighthouse was a lot of fun.
It got out of control very quickly because I think we were all stabbing each other or killing each other.
Oh yeah, there was blood. It was crazy.
Yeah, I think that was good fun.
It sticks out in my head probably the most because that's when I listened to the stream. Because I listened at the beginning and then I passed out. And then I woke back up and I started watching again around the lighthouse area. So I've listened to that part twice now. And I thought it was a lot of fun.
You like the part where Jensie murders someone.
Yeah. I mean, when Jensie kills anybody, it's just...
Absolutely, I do.
It's always great.
Well, what can I say? Give the people what they want.
I think, Jensie, you were like, I'm not so sure. And I'm like, well, do it. Do it.
I was about to say,
and you're like, okay.
What you did say, Jensie, was sorry a lot. You said, sorry about this. I'm so sorry. and it's like, I'm just imagining Fiona like with a machete, like slowly going through her and be like, no, this is great.
No, this is great. This is great storytelling.
You're doing so good. You're doing so great. Keep going. You're so good.
Me saying sorry, I don't know. That doesn't sound like me.
I also thought it was funny to harp on Jensie a little bit more. That there's supposed to be this like posh, like Northwestern kind of old money person, and they're like, my mama said.
I remember that too.
Mama. Just not once, like 3 or 4 times too.
Yeah, definitely in the tape recording, they say at one time. Yeah.
Listen, I was embodying a very specific person that I knew in real life who really talked like that about, and she really said that.
Jensie, but you can't take Jensie out of the South. No,
but yes, I was basing it off of a Southern old money lady. So I don't know, maybe the old Southern money. No, the Southern old money ladies talk differently.
Southern old money ladies. Southern old money ladies.
Now there's your rap for you.
There's our freestyle rap. We got it in.
We got it started. Finish it off, Laurel.
Everyone knows chanting and rapping.
Please don't put this on me.
Well, there's this thing called rule of threes, Laurel, and
I know. We'll
come
have
up
to wait for that third to
time.
Start writing your freestyle rap.
You have time.
It's not, but it's not freestyle if I write it down.
Creeb. I can't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't Creeb.
What did you do? Creeb?
That was my freestyle rap.
See, I think you could do 10 Candles again. Like, I know the point of Roleplay Retcon is to do bad movies, but I think if you did any like I've only started recently watching slasher films for upcoming research on my own. I'd like Scream
for some murders you're gonna do.
Well, sorry. Oops, I've caught myself on camera. And, confession time.
Got him.
But like, I've watched Scream, and I've just started watching Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's some of those films are wild. Like, yes, Scream is really well put together because they're doing a meta commentary, but Nightmare on Elm Street is just awful. And so I think you could easily do a 10 Candles on that and stuff. So I think it's. I know your whole shtick is like doing bad films better. But like, I think if you're coming around to Halloween again using 10 Candles, you could easily use one of those. I think slasher ones would be quite fun to do. I wonder if that fits the genre more than because it was Supernatural's Fog, and then slasher can also be supernatural. So yeah.
That'd be cool. That would be
good work.
Great. Well, we'll see you at Halloween then. Let's everyone get together and we'll.
We know what we're doing next year.
More stabbing.
Nice.
Yes.
Do you?
So I'll be Michael Myers.
Nice.
Mike Myers?
Oh no, yeah, I always get mixed. It is Mike Myers rather than Michael Myers, the Canadian SNL actor. Right?
That's right. I know it has been over a year, but can you guys remember anything about your characters and like what you other? I know Jensie said this is based on a real person that they probably don't want to say any more details about. Probably don't want to dox that real person they know. But like, but Laurel, like, can you remember anything you did for Sunday Smelt? Like anything that you were thinking when you made her?
Well, I think that this should come with the caveat of when you were like, "Hey, we're doing a rehash. Can you join?" Right. And you were like, "Yeah, just like think of Sunday Smelt." And I said, "Did I name her that?"
Oh yeah. You actually did.
I sure didn't, Laurel.
No. Here's the thing. On the one hand, absolutely buck wild, insane name. On the other hand, 120% a me character name. Like, I told Ben, I was like, I shouldn't be allowed to name characters anymore because this is what I do. And Sunday Smelt. I mean, I got given a radio DJ, and that's fun. Like, I think that's a great, like, even just core characteristic. Like, you talk on the radio for a living in a teeny tiny town, and that has to be so isolating and so terrible. But I think it would also give you a really inflated sense of ego where, like, I'm the radio DJ of this tiny town. So I remember, I don't remember naming her Sunday Smelt, except for that those names come out of the dark recesses of my soul and cannot be stopped. And I think she had blue hair, but it was like faded blue hair. So I think I was trying to go like the most progressive person in this small town who's maybe not succeeding on that front anymore, or at all to begin with.
In 1980.
Yeah, that's what I remember about Sunday. And also, she was very determined to survive. Like, I wanted to live like nobody's business. I don't know why, but I refused to die.
Reviewing the tape, I think y'all should have. I think Ben killed y'all unnecessarily. Y'all were in the boat.
Dying is great. Dying is fun.
Gas.
You cannot survive 10 candles. It is part of the game.
I don't know. I think they made it work.
Thank you, Alex. You know what? Thank you. I agree.
Yeah.
The game didn't kill us. Ben did.
There are 5 people on this call. One of you has to be on my side.
Ben
I don't mind dying.
Yeah, I was going to say, you made your person that you really wanted to survive. And then in the 3rd episode, in the 3rd act of our stream, you were like, I'm going to fucking kill Sunday Smelt.
I'm doing it, man. I'm doing it now. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe she deserved it. With a name like Sunday Smelt.
They all deserved it.
You also took axe in hand and were very ready to murder, whereas Beatrice Bradshaw was like slightly repentant over it, like was reluctant to do it at least.
I'm saying sorry, we'll do that. I think.
If I say sorry enough times, it takes it back. I don't know. It's one of those things that it's like, I don't know what I would do in that situation if I myself was faced with like supernatural fog. I like to think that I'm not capable of taking the life of another person, but I don't know, you know, like when the fogs are rapping. I have no ending to that sentence.
Ooh, I was going to say, where's this going? Yes.
What you've just done is invoke the 3rd.
The 3rd free rap.
The rule of 3.
Nope.
When the fog's rapping, what happens next? That rhymes with rapping, Laurel.
The only thing that I could think of is don't come a tapping, but that doesn't mean
anything. But I don't know that it has to, Laurel. I think you've done it. I think you freestyle rap.
I freed myself from the curse.
You did it.
Thank God.
I tell you what I would have done when all y'all were grabbing axes and stuff. I would have grabbed a desk fan to blow the fog away.
Oh.
I love that one.
Yeah.
I would have liked making that not work.
Yeah, we would have.
We would have needed at least an industrial fan.
But even then, it'll be set unto reverse, like all these industrial fans is, and so it draws in the fog.
Get towards
Shucks. I was holding it the wrong
Ami,
way.
The Ami
I got really hot and wanted to cool down.
Productions.
That's so funny. I love that idea. Instant consumption.
One thing we forgot to do in the original stream that we did in the podcast version was, so you're supposed to like record something at the beginning, like on your phone or on a voice recorder or something. And we did that. You remember this is where we revealed when Fiona did the goddamn funniest thing ever, when about halfway through her monologue, she reveals that she was leaving it for a cat.
Oh yes.
But you sounded like you were talking to a person until you said, "I love the way you meow." It was the funniest fucking thing. But what you're supposed to do is play after everyone is like died at the end. You're supposed to play those back and they hit different. And we got wrapped up in the stream and forgot to do that. But I got to put it in the podcast version, and it does fucking hit different. And like it being a funny thing for the cat, like hits so hard.
Aww. Nice.
I see. I love stuff like that because that mechanic makes me think of. I don't know if anyone here has played Alice is Missing at all. That silent role playing game. It's fabulous. Basically, it's only 90 minutes as well. You spend an hour setting up characters and whatnot, and then you basically all get in a WhatsApp, you change your names, and then someone starts. And the idea is for the next 90 minutes, you're living these lives with these friends of who are trying to search for your friend Alice, who goes missing. Who's a teenage girl. And obviously, bad things can happen to her, but also just unknown things. So it's not necessarily determined what it is until the end. And what you do at the beginning is that, you leave voicemails that are found on Alice's phone afterwards. And you all have a prompt similar by what happened when you last spoke to her. Why did you argue? What are you keeping secret? And so you do that at the beginning. So you have your secret, and then it should come out. You should admit to it someone through the texts, this secret. And then right at the end, when everyone's listening, people are like, I did not know that was a thing, because obviously you've told different people. So that's really fun because this time everyone heard the monologues compared to like secret ones. But that I'd never, again, it's that sort of thing where it's like, oh, I know Alice is Missing did that, but I didn't realize 10 Candles would do that. And I thought that was really cool. I really like that. It was created by Spencer Stark, who's obviously now in Daggerheart and Candle Obscura and stuff. It was one of their first games. I highly recommend it. It's better online because obviously we all use like Discord and WhatsApp or whatever. But if you do it in person, again, like 10 Candles, you're all in one room. There's a deck of cards. You're just texting on your phone, and then you turn the lights out halfway through, and things happen, and it's like a proper. Cool. Can be a very emotional experience, I'll say. So, content warning for teen drama.
That needs a content warning sometimes.
It does.
We're running close to end of time here, but one thing we always do here is cast. We cast characters. So, yeah. Oh no, indeed. Did anyone prep this beforehand? I did sort of forget to remind Jensie.
I did.
Okay,
Laurel got it.
Start with Laurel.
That was part of the conversation. That was when I relearned the name of Sunday Smelt. Ben was like, just think of someone that you would want to play Sunday Smelt. And I went, who? I have two answers to this, which are very different, but also kind of the same. And I don't know if anyone's going to agree with me on that.
You're the arbiter.
Two options for Sunday Smelt are Kristen Stewart and Nicola Coughlan.
Oh, okay. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Nice.
I just feel like they'd be fun.
She gets to be Veronica Mars
for sure. Yeah. Oh, you're thinking of, is it Kirsten? No, not Kirsten Wiig.
He's thinking of Kristen Bell.
I am thinking of Kristen Bell. Who did you say?
Kristen Stewart.
I heard Kristen Bell is the thing.
You thought Twilight does not exist in my mind.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I have some respect for Twilight. having done this podcast, I'm like,
as you should, Ben. As you should.
Well, I actually do have respect for Kristen Stewart, who I think is a very good actor.
Oh, absolutely.
When she's not in Twilight.
Brilliant. Oh, yeah.
Twilight is a sinking ship that has become delightful in everyone deciding that it was bad, but it's still fun.
Yeah, we've seen Robbie P. Dog do some real acting too.
Robbie P. Dog.
But those are good. That's good. No, I think I definitely can see Kristen Stewart. I was not seeing Kristen Bell. That one wasn't working for me, but I was being polite about it.
And it wouldn't have.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What was the other one? I've already forgotten.
Nicola Coughlan.
I don't know who that is.
Dairy Girls, Bridgerton.
Okay.
Yeah, Bridgerton, the ginger lady in Bridgerton. She's phenomenal.
Yeah, totally. Bridgerton. I've seen that show.
Well, if you don't watch Bridgerton, which you should for cultural milestones and touchstones, definitely Dairy Girls, as Laurel said.
Dairy Girls is
so incredible. Cracking.
I am aware of Dairy Girls to some degree. Yes, it's very funny. I saw them on the Great British Bake Off.
There you go.
Yeah,
yes.
there you go.
Yes.
Nicola Coughlan from the Great British Bake Off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiona, who would you do you have someone in mind for Mayor Trudy Roberts? We can cast it live if you did not prep this. Because I said
I am going to cast it live. But I'll tell you who I was playing as inspiration. Because I kind of, again, I knew her name was Trudy, and I was like, I did say Trudy Roberts because Trudy Roberts is my mother. So I just played my mom being the mayor.
Nice. I love that.
Nice.
I like playing my mum in things because she's one of those people who goes like, well, you sound like you have fun, and when she says, oh, why you don't need to use my name, I'm like, yeah, it's fun. So but I've used her as NPCs in games, and they've all come to a sticky end. So this time I was like, well, why don't I play a main character and who will also die?
Alas, a sticky end still in store.
Good.
Yes. So it makes it a little bit easier. It's like, who would I think would play my mum? And it's pretty hard. I'm trying to think of like the way I played her. In my head, unfortunately, she's no longer with us. There's a lady called Helen McCrory, who is an amazing British actress. The thing that she was most famous for was that she was in something called Peaky Blinders, and she was like the head of this crime family.
Oh yeah,
she was absolutely incredible. She was the partner of Damian Lewis as well, and she's just had an incredible, like, her history of various different films is second to none. But she's not well known. Like, she never played like leading ladies or anything like that. She always played like head of household authority figures. And I always just thought she was just really cool. And it was incredibly sad when she passed away because she had such a phenomenal film list. So yeah, I think when just thinking off the top of my head, I'd like Helen McCrory. I think it would be my top pick. But I'm also open to other people who would like to play my mother.
I think this is a good choice.
Alex.
Hi.
You really latched on to John. You like John, huh? You want to cast John?
No.
Okay. Cool. Fine.
I couldn't take that away from you, Ben.
I haven't cast any characters. I do have an entry for this part. But have we stalled enough for you, Jensie?
Was that your goal? I appreciate that. We have actually, I believe. How old did I say my character?
I just turned 40. No, I think you were up there. I think your character was up there.
Yeah.
50s or 60s at least. I guess 50s is not really up there, but
how up there? How up there was she?
You know what?
Ben, Alex, how up there do you think she was?
I had no memory of that.
I kind of think I'm just pulling that out of my butt. Actually.
Yeah, I think you are too, because I was thinking that she wasn't that old.
I think I headcanon her as
young.
I was thinking she was like 30s or 40s.
Okay.
Just because she was old money doesn't mean she was old.
But I think that's what it is. I heard that word and my brain was like, so she's old.
Yeah, you thought wrinkles, crow feet, fake wigs. Yeah,
I think she was young. I think maybe I'm getting an Elizabeth Banks vibe from her.
Ooh, yes.
Okay. Okay, so one thing we do is sometimes what?
You didn't cast John.
He's John.
Yeah, John.
I'm not doing... what? I'm talking. Why did you think I was skipping John? I'm talking.
That doesn't make any sense.
Like, why would you think I'm... What do you think I'm doing right now?
Are you skipping John? It sounds like you're skipping John. I'm with you, Alex.
Well, that's all we have time for.
Yeah, that's what it sounded
I'm
like.
not doing that. That's all we had time for. I'm not casting John, though. I didn't prepare that.
Ben?
Why? So you are skipping John.
You expected me to do it.
Well, because I think you have a better handle on the character than I do. I barely remember him.
John Lovitz.
No, we could do better than that. Let's see.
Okay, Ben, do better than that.
I know.
Yeah.
He's I don't know. I hear it now, Alex.
Well, okay, Fiona, who would you cast as your mom's husband?
Well, apart from my father.
Yes.
I got the impression it would be someone like, I swear I can't remember his real name, but like a Michael Scott type of character.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, like, again, Steve Carell-esque type character. Maybe not like, bumble, but he's just, well-meaning. And I know Steve Carell, similar to like Kirsten Stewart and Arpaz, has gone on a whole range of like, I play nasty characters as well as like nice characters now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one that comes to my mind when you talked about John. I was like, oh yeah, that's Steve Carell kind of character was my vibe. But again, I don't think it's the perfect casting there, but I definitely would something similar, like the American dad. As it were.
I like that.
Okay, I got one.
There you go.
I think we could do Matt Apodaca. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. He is from Dropout. If you've seen Make Some Noise, he's the guy that did the bit about being like a cinephile, like sitting next to you in the movie theater. And he ends it with like, this is the first movie I've ever seen. He's that guy. Like, I can see him saying that I forgot my peepers. I can see him saying that.
Yes, nice. I forgot my peepers. I definitely want I forgot my peepers on a t-shirt somewhere. Or maybe have it as a glasses bag or case,
That's cute. That's good.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Better get that merch going.
Lastly, one thing we do here sometimes is the director gets to cast a director, like a director who would make the actual movie version of this. We hand them our vision and they make a real film out of it. And I think it's Ari Aster for this one. He is known for Midsommar and Hereditary. Yes. And Beau is Afraid. Just real weird shit.
I like it.
100%.
The scene since October 2024, two things about our version have like stayed with me and haunted me in a way that I very much enjoyed. And it was, I don't remember exactly who said, but it was the truth that there's like more bodies in the water than there are people in the town. I loved that.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the part where like Sunday is like scrabbling over the bodies in the water and she finds like Beatrice's body, even though Beatrice shouldn't be dead. And I was Ari Aster could do some of that shit.
Yeah, I like that. I love both of those movies. I think that's a great choice.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yeah, you've seen Midsommar. So you've seen Hereditary too?
Mm-hmm. And
have you seen Beau is Afraid?
No.
Okay.
I've not heard of Beau is Afraid one. So
Beau is Afraid is really, really fucking weird. Beau is Afraid is just like a bad dream. It's like it looks like a real like nightmare thing. It's just like weird, scary stuff just keeps happening to this guy, and it's the whole movie. But yeah, that's my pick for director.
Nice.
A great choice.
Thank you.
The board approves. Yes.
Approves.
Thumbs up.
Alex?
Thumbs up. Everyone's doing a
thumbs up from Alex even.
Nice.
Who was on his phone and not paying attention. So he's like, yeah, it seems great.
He was probably looking him up.
Yeah,
checking the credentials.
Like I've never been on my phone during Roleplay Retcon, right? But anyway, I think that's it. I think that's all we got for this one, unless anyone's got any last minute thoughts.
When are we playing again?
Oh my gosh, yes. When are we playing again?
Soon.
Yay.
Figure it out.
I'll buy my candles. But I'm ready.
Okay. Nice.
Next, what's coming up is we're gonna probably gonna release a couple of Patreon things just to sort of give us a little buffer here, and then after that, we're going to we're starting Sucker Punch with Megan Cross. Megan's done a lot of AP stuff. Megan also writes a lot of games, particularly Hunted, which is her real famous one. Anyway, hey, Laurel.
Yeah.
Tell us where we can find you and what you're up to these days.
Yeah, so I am listenable over on the Flash Fantasy Podcast Network. I play on Riftwalkers. Season 2, there's lots to catch up on. If you haven't listened to Riftwalkers, there's like 300 episodes in the backlog for you.
It's a hell of a run.
We are currently on hiatus as we are in the development and pre-production process for our upcoming show, Realms Unbound. So that is a fully improvised actual play. Like,
wow.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I'm bad at the log line, but basically we create a world and then a new set of players comes into that world and the DM improvises a campaign completely out of thin air with characters that were created that second in a world that was created not 30 minutes before. So it's super fun.
Incredible.
It sounds crazy and awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
I can't wait to listen to it.
And then I am currently in post-production for a podcast of my own called Godfall, which is a cyberpunk deep space western, hopefully releasing this year. So fingers crossed.
Nice. That's awesome.
Very cool.
I'm stoked about it.
Nice.
Good.
Flash Fighters is like legitimately one of Alex's favorite podcasts, right, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Of course it is. Been listening for years.
Like we always love the work people come over, but like before Laura was on the show, Alex had like chewed through that entire backlog.
Yeah, it's something that if blah, 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 cool.
Yes.
Plug your show, Laurel. If it is your cup of tea, you can chew through it super fast. So
nice.
I kind of lucked into it.
It drinks like lemonade. It goes down easy. It's good shit. It's highly produced and it's engaging and it's funny. I have not listened to all 300 and whatever episodes, I admit, but the ones I've listened to, I'm like, damn, this is good shit.
Nice.
I'm so glad.
I swear, the whole time I'm listening to your podcast.
That's great. No, a huge compliment. I love it. I'm very eager to get off of hiatus because I love Bread and I want to play Bread more because he makes bad choices.
Nice.
This character, I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat and I said, his name is Bread and I don't know anything else about him.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Their Discord is nothing but like bread memes. It's crazy.
Bread Gang is a common meme.
That's
in the Discord,
awesome.
so.
Nice.
Fiona, where can we find you? What are you up to?
Gosh, what am I up to? Well, when I'm not playing my mother in an actual play when she dies, you can find me on What Am I Rolling, which is a twice-monthly tabletop RPG one-shot podcast where we do lots of different RPG systems and interviews with game designers. Most of it right now is solo games because it's a lot easier to organize when you're just doing it by yourself. But also, obviously, you can come hear this wonderful lot doing The Zone. That's one of the more recent group ones that we did together. But I've also, by the time this sort of comes out, I'll finished Kuriko, which is basically based on Kiki's Delivery Service, where you play a witch who spends a year away in a magic world, and you maybe go, I am now a better person because I have moved away from home. When I'm not doing that, I'm also the co-host of the DM's Book Club, which is a weekly D&D-esque type reading book club podcast where we talk about basically any RPG that interests us and what we like about it, what we would improve about it, and how we would play it for any game and any story, because we read the books so you guys don't have to. If you want to find more actual play stuff, I'm over on the RP Geeks where we tell like amazing fun stories, very silly. The thing that's going on just now, we're playing Teeth, which is a folk horror game set in 18th century England. We're playing a one-shot about called Blood Cotillion. We're all playing ingenues, very Bridgerton, I would say.
Ooh, that's fantastic.
Where we have to find suitable husbands, but also we hear there's a blood cult happening at this ball, and we might have to stop it because we are secret assassins as well. You know the classic Bridgerton tale.
Yes, of course.
Teeth is very fun. I absolutely recommend everyone should try it out. And I am a big horror person as well, so the final thing I'll plug is Last Line Rewind, which is a TTRPG horror anthology podcast where we bring those spooky tales to life using RPGs. Our first series has gone out, and I am currently in prep for the second series, which hopefully will be released before Halloween. We'll find out. Hence me talking about slasher films earlier. There's probably a reason why I'm doing all this research on it. But yeah, go check out. If you type in my name, Fiona Katie Howard, I'll appear on the internet. And probably if you listen to an RPG, I'm probably talking about it somewhere. So yeah, thank you guys so much. It's been an absolute pleasure to come back and talk about it.
Yeah, thank you.
I've also listened to some of Last Line Rewind, and it's also extremely highly produced, and it is one of the best. It's so good.
Thank you.
What is the name of the one I listened to? The science fiction one. What's the name?
The Mothership. It was Whistle in the Dark.
Whistle in the Dark is the one I listened to. I highly recommend Whistle in the Dark. I loved it. Scared the creep out of me.
Cream.
No one's gonna get that. I just realized because it wasn't on. Was it on mic? I don't remember.
Yes,
I think we recorded it at the beginning, so maybe you'll have to keep it in now.
Okay.
You said you weren't editing this. So.
I said. I think I said Creeb before we started recording, but I said
no. You said Creeb
earlier. Okay.
Whilst recording.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's on.
Then you started the episode. Yeah.
I hope so.
Siri,
because it was
roll
great.
the tapes.
Roll the tapes, Siri.
That actually activated my Siri.
I can't remember what happened 30 minutes ago. I never asked you guys, Alex, Jensie, anything? Got anything?
Hang on, Siri started playing a song called "Roll the Tapes."
Nice.
Nice.
Spooky.
Nice.
Thank you, Siri.
Me? No. I'm not doing anything except being super busy for no reason.
Boo.
It's not no reason.
Man, it seems like it.
Oh no.
I've been recording this super secret podcast. We can't talk about because it will kill us.
We gotta get the theme song back first, then we can start talking about it. Also, one last thank you to Miyu, our musical guest for this series. You can find more of Miyu's music at thedarkpiano.com. Also, real quick, Roleplay Retcon has a Discord and a Patreon. The Discord has bonus people, and the Patreon has bonus content. But yeah, all right. Well, that's it. That's for the Fog. Thank you for listening. Hope we see you next time. Or you hear us next time. I hope you're here next time.
Oh, I love that.
Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thumbs
Bye,
up.
kisses.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, double
Thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
This is also my other signature move.
Nice.
This is moveset A, moveset B.
Ooh.
I don't know that those are different moves.
Love it.
Laurel?
I can have two signature moves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they are different.
You can.
That's your
I
idol
just don't know that
pose.
those are.
They
This is when you press button A, this is what you get. B is this, or
it's your emoting, yeah.
And
I don't know what the PlayStation buttons are.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can't.
I select Laurel and Fortnite. That's what they're doing. They're sort of like just idling.
That's my idol.
Laurel has a default dance.
I love
Absolutely. Yeah,
All right,
guys, check out my Fortnite skin.
Everyone else has one. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, kisses.
Roleplay Retcon's remake of The Fog was directed by Benjamin Gray, with Laurel Myler as Sunday Smelt, Fiona K.T. Howitt as Mayor Trudy Roberts, and Jensie as Beatrice Bradshaw. The soundtrack for this series features Me You. Our logo is by Jeanette Blasius.
Roleplay Retcon is produced by Two Fish in a Jug and is part of the One Shot Network.
Bye, kisses.